Good morning, dear students. Hope you all are keeping fine. So today we will study about the addition and subtraction of rational numbers. What we are going to study? How to add and subtract rational numbers. See, if I don't talk about rational numbers, they're actually kind of fractions only. Okay, and addition and subtraction of fractions you have already done. So there is nothing new here. Only the thing is that concept of integers is used here. And integers also, you know how with the different signs the game changes. So let us see how to do some solved examples, how they have done. Find the sum of the following rational numbers. Now the question given is 6 by minus 7 plus 8 by 7. So the very first thing here is to make your denominator positive. So 6 by minus 7 will be written as minus 6 by 7 minus 6 by 7 plus 8 by 7. Both the denominators are 7. So it is a like. So in the like, denominator will be 7 minus 6 plus 8. That is 2 by 7 is the answer. Okay. Now subtraction of rational number. One more example I have written here. Add 4 by 3 plus of 5 by minus 7. Now 4 by 3 minus 5 by 7. How minus? Because this plus and minus are getting multiplied. Plus into minus is a minus. That's how 4 by 3 minus 5 by 7. This was the case of like denominators. Okay. And when denominators are unlike, then what we do? We find LCM. And the LCM of 3 and 7 is 21. Now 3 into 7 is 21. So 4 into 7 is 28. 7 into 3 is 21. So 5 into 3 will be 15. So 28 minus 15 by 21 is a 13 by 21. Okay, everything is same we have done. If the denominators are same, just do whatever is asked. If denominators are not same, find the LCM and change the rational numbers to new equivalent rational numbers. They have given the steps also. If the denominator of the given rational number is negative, rewrite it so that the denominator becomes positive. This is the very first basic rule, isn't it? We are doing it from the beginning. Then find the LCM of the denominators. Express each number with the LCM as common denominator. Write a rational number whose numerator is the sum of numerators and denominator. Denominator is the LCM obtained in step 3. We have done a question. Let us see some more questions. Before doing additive identity, remember additive identity. Additive identity means to add. Add, additive, whenever the word additive comes, remember add. And identity is self. Like you all have your I-card, isn't it, where your name, your date of birth, everything is written there. So now here what you have to do, you have to think of a number which will be added in the given rational number so that it remains same, its identity doesn't change. Then what I am going to suppose a given rational number is minus 5 by 7. What are you going to add in it so that it is a minus 5 by 7? 0 only, isn't it? That is why the number 0 is called the additive identity for rational number. So if they are asking what is the additive identity of 2 by minus 7, its additive identity is 0. What is the additive identity of minus 11 by minus 5? It is a 0. You have to learn this. I can ask you this as true, false, fill in the blanks, MCQ, anything. Additive identity of any number is always 0. Additive inverse. Inverse means changing the sign. Inverse. The inverse of plus is minus. The inverse of minus is plus. Plus ka ulta minus, minus ka ulta plus. That's what. So if a by b is a rational number, then there exists a rational number minus a by b. Look here, a by b, its inverse is minus a by b, such that a by b plus of minus a by b is 0. So What are you going to, if I am asking you the inverse, if, so now if I say inverse of minus 7, what is that? It is what? 7. Inverse of 2 by 3, it is what? Minus 2 by 3. Okay, so that when you will add, so that when I add minus 7 plus 7, that is a 0. When I add 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3, it is a 0. So you have to remember this, that the inverse means the sign will be changed. So 3 by 7 is the rational number given, its inverse is minus 3 by 7. Okay. Subtraction of rational numbers we have already talked about. Now here only I can see many of you are always confused. Whenever they say subtract 5 by 6 from minus 2 by 3, this from is very important. All of you are doing 5 by 6 minus of minus 2 by 3. No. From always means from the next number you have to subtract. If I say subtract 10 from 5, it doesn't mean 10 minus 5, it is wrong. It means 5 minus 10, and that is a minus 5. Same way, subtract 5 by 6 from minus 2 by 3. So the formation of the solution will be minus 2 by 3 minus of 5 by 6. The LCM of 3 and 6 is 6. Now 3 needs to be changed to 6. How? 3 will be multiplied with a 2. So 2 down means 2 up. So the new rational number is minus 4 by 6. Same way, minus 5 by 6 needs to be changed to minus 5 by 6. So it will be same. Now what I have done? Minus 4 by 6 minus, this should be minus 5 by 6. So then it will be minus 9 by 6, which will be reduced to minus 3 by 2. I have done here. You will divide both of them with the 3 and you'll get the answer as minus 3 by 2. Okay. So now we are going to do exercise 1.3. Some of the questions are done as your classwork and the homeworks are already marked here. Now all these addition and subtraction I am not going to talk about. Addition, subtraction and simplification you can do them. I have done some for you, please do it. Talking about question number 4. Let us see what is that. If x is equal to 3 by 7, so the value of x is given 3 by 7 and y equals to 5 by 3, value of y is given. Verify x plus y is equal to y plus x. So what you will do? First you will find the value of x plus y, let it be LHS, and value of, then you will find the value of y plus x RHS. Whatever you are getting, both the values should be same. They are asking what is this property called? This property is called as commutative property. Commutative always talks about ulta pulta. Tative, remember like that. Tative ulta pulta means the rational numbers, their orders will be changed. Okay, like I'm not taking a rational number, but if I write 5 plus 7 equals to 7 plus 5, isn't it correct? Because this is also 12 and this is also 12. This is your commutative property. Okay. Then one more is there. X is equal to 4 by 7, y equals to minus 5 by 12 and z is 1 by 3. Now they are saying x plus y in the bracket plus z equals to x plus in the bracket y plus z. The name of this property is associative property. Associative property will have three numbers. Let us say 5 plus 2 plus 1. So here I can group any of them in any order. 5 plus 2 plus 1. Anyways, the answer will be same. So when two rational numbers are involved and added, they are called commutative property. When your three numbers are involved and added, then they are called your associative property. Clear? Now question number 6, 7. They are again kind of simplification. Some are done for you. You can take the help and do the rest of them. 8th. 8th, just now I told also additive inverse. Additive inverse means sign will change. So the additive inverse of minus 3 by 7 is 3 by 7. Additive inverse of 16 by minus 3. First of all, you have to make the denominator positive. So it will be minus 16 by 3 and its additive inverse will be 16 by 3. So others are done for you. The homework, classwork, no. You do all this additive inverse. I just want to explain you this today. Word problem. Question number 9. They are saying that the sum of two numbers is minus 5 by 3. One of the number is minus 12 by 3. What is the other number? Whenever they talk about this, like sum of two number is this, one number is this, what is the other, or the difference of two number is this, one number is this, what is the other, there you have to assume the unknown number. As soon as you do it, things become very easy. So let the other rational number be x. According to question, they are saying that sum of minus 12 by 3 and x is minus 5 by 3. Solving, putting x on left hand side, taking minus 12 by 3 on other side, and it becomes positive. Minus 5 by 3 plus 12 by 3 is 7 by 3. You can check also. How are you going to check? In place of x, put value of x. Okay. Now minus 12 by 3 plus x. How much is x? Minus 12 by 3 plus x is 7 by 3. So minus 12 plus 7 by 3 is a minus 5 by 3. Minus 5 by 3 and minus 5 by 3. So the answer is correct. Clear? There is always a technique of checking whether we have done correct or not. As I already told you, we will be doing today quite a few more sums to utilize your Saturdays and Sundays. One word problem is done for you. One is already done here also. You can see and understand. And two from here. So to all in all 12 questions we are doing. And you have seen that everything we don't do. Some small questions we skip because getting lot of homework and checking them becomes very tedious, but for your improvement you can do them in your rough copies always. So please do your works on time and submit me neatly. For the word problems, please write proper statements. And at last I have some request to you all. Please make margin line after every question, classwork with date. First you do this, then homework with date, and write all these things big because it is very difficult to see and check them. That was all for today, my dear students. Take your time. You have Friday, you have Saturday, you have Sunday. Then do your works and submit. That was all for today. Thank you. Have a nice weekend.